Autoline Daily is brought to you by Dow Automotive Systems. Learn how we can help you arrive at cost-effective and innovative solutions to your toughest industry challenges at dowautomotive.com.
Here are today's top headlines. Ford faces issues negotiating with the UAW. Fisker gets a GM plant to make plug-ins, and there will be a monster V8 Hyundai Genesis for the SEMA show. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, October 26, 2009, and now the news. Gee, but it's great to be back home. I was on vacation for the last 2 weeks and traveling outside of the United States, where you really start to feel the falling value of the American dollar. And that in turn is driving up oil prices, which are pegged to the dollar and are hovering at $80 a barrel. The Lundberg survey reports that gasoline prices have risen nearly 18 cents in the last 2 weeks, to an average of $2.66 a gallon in the U.S. The Wall Street Journal reports that General Motors is headhunting for a new chief financial officer. It says that Ray Young, who currently holds that position, will be reassigned to the company's international operations, reporting to Nick Riley. Many analysts are predicting good news for Ford's third quarter earnings, but according to the Detroit Free Press, that is complicating negotiations with the UAW. Workers are voting on contract changes before Ford reveals its earnings next Monday. But with good news expected, some elements in the union are digging in their heels on more concessions. But UAW President Ron Gettelfinger is in favor of the new contract. And speaking of Ford and labor unrest, the Wall Street Journal reports the company is idling a Canadian plant next week due to a workers' protest at an auto supplier in India, which we reported on last week. The Canadian plant builds the Ford Edge, Flex, Lincoln MKT, and MKX, and the shutdown is expected to cost the company 5,000 vehicles in lost production. But things aren't all that bad in the Indian market. According to the AFP, Indian car maker Maruti, which is owned by Suzuki, saw its net profit jump 93% for a profit of $123 million for the quarter. The company cited government stimulus plans and low interest rates for its rise in sales. Ward reports that General Motors Liquidation Corporation is selling GM's Wilmington, Delaware plant to Fisker Automotive. The facility, which closed at the end of July, used to be home to the Pontiac Solstice, Saturn Sky, and Opel GT. Fisker plans to source its Karma hybrid model from Finland, and it's unknown what it would build at its new Delaware facility, but the company may be working on a lower-cost car. The luxurious Karma is sticker-priced at about $90,000. In related manufacturing news, the Detroit News tells us Chrysler is looking to ditch its mothballed Newark, Delaware factory, which built the Dodge Durango and Chrysler Aspen. The company wants to sell the plant to the University of Delaware for about $25 million, which will demolish the facility and build a new research and technology center. Rhys, Millen Racing and Hyundai have partnered to build a special V8-Powered Genesis coupe for this year's SEMA show. The car features a 500-horsepower mid-mounted version of the company's 4.6-liter Tau engine, which replaces the entire back seat. The car will sport other upgrades like special carbon fiber bodywork and Alcantara trim. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at BMW's new flagship. We'll be back right after this. BMW has struggled with sales, as all automakers have this year, but at least it's avoided all the drama its German colleagues Opel, Volkswagen, and Porsche have gone through. Earlier in the year, the company released the new 7 Series, and following on its heels is the company's new flagship for the model, the 760i and 760Li. It's larger than the rest of the 7 Series lineup, but it still maintains the same look as the other models. Under the hood, it's equipped with a monster engine, a newly developed 6-liter twin-turbo 12-cylinder with direct injection. And making its debut for the first time in a production BMW is a new 8-speed automatic that weighs the same and is equal in size to a 6-speed transmission. This car will go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 4.6 seconds and cranks out 544 horsepower while producing 553 foot-pounds of torque. And the combined fuel economy is 12.9 liters per 100 kilometers. That's about 18 miles per gallon. As you can imagine, there's a boatload of standard equipment like the normal stuff you'd expect, such as a nav system and multiple airbags. And there's the standard equipment that doesn't seem standard or probably even necessary, like 4-zone automatic air conditioning and doors that close automatically. And if you've got a few more bucks to throw around, you can upgrade with features like massage seats, DVD entertainment, and an iDrive controller, all in the rear of the vehicle. There's a lot of technology aimed at improving safety, ride, and handling of the vehicle. On the safety side, it's available with BMW Connected Drive, which is a host of features including cruise control with stop and go, lane change and departure warning, night vision, and a side view and backup camera. To help deliver the ride and handling BMW owners come to expect, the vehicle features a double wishbone front axle, integral V rear axle, hydraulic rack and pinion, and also air suspension and self-leveling on the rear axle. Pricing for the BMW 760i starts at only $140,000. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.
I'm Peter DiLorenzo from Autoline After Hours, inviting you to join us for an evening with Mark Rhys, GM's new VP of Global Engineering. Mark literally grew up in the company, and he's one of the all-time great car guys to boot. So join us Thursday, October 29th at 7 p.m., and have your questions ready for Mark. I know I will. See you then.